Welcome, everyone. It is the 6th GXP podcast. To my right...
This many.
That wasn't correct.
Yes.
So ignore him. To my right, the Black Plague, Maverick.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I forgot.
I
forgot about that.
I missed something.
You did.
When did it go from the chocolate
Well, we can talk
thunder?
about this after.
Okay.
Meagan. You're not
I am Meagan.
And that's Meagan.
Hi.
And I'm Oliver Tirada. So he's the Black Plague because we went and saw Crimson Peak.
I want to see that. None of my friends like scary movies. God!
It's not scary
at all.
For the record, it's really not scary.
At all. Oh, my God.
And I expected a lot of gore. Not that much gore. Well, not that it's not that much. Not as much as I was hoping.
There wasn't that much. It was like at the beginning and then at the end.
Dude, at the end, man.
It was
getting stabbed in the face is not pretty.
But it was so much less bloody than I was hoping it would be.
I know. I thought once they took it out, like it'd be, but no, he's just like it's like crying from his cheek.
That's what happens when you're the god of mischief.
Spoiler alert.
Thanks, Maverick.
He's pregnant.
No, but Crimson Peak was a good movie. I wouldn't consider it really a horror movie. It's like a thriller.
It was like a thriller, mystery movie.
Yeah.
It was like, but it just, I guess I can't spoil it. It just came out. It was interesting. I had mixed feelings about it.
I enjoyed it.
I had mixed feelings about it.
I wanted to shit my pants and I didn't, but I still enjoyed the movie.
I crap my pants, but that was completely unrelated.
Because of the popcorn?
It was the way my bank account was set up.
Oh, yeah.
No, we got Oliver Reese's, and I wanted to make him chocolate, and I couldn't afford buying chocolate, so I made him poop.
He made it from his butt.
It was delicious. Megan, you need to interrupt this before
video games, guys.
Before we get off on a tangent.
So this is our video game podcast, everyone, where we talk about gaming stuff,
chocolate
for a little bit. But we wanted to talk about the announcement of Far Cry Primal.
It looks pretty...
So basically, for those who haven't seen the trailer, it's Far Cry set during like the Ice Age period, where you're kind of like a caveman with spears and bows and arrows.
Taking down mammoths.
And saber-toothed
cats.
And there's other tribes. So what do you guys think? I'm pretty excited for it.
I think it'll be good. It'll be a good change of pace from.
Damn.
Wow.
It'll be a good change of pace from like the Far Cry formula for a little bit. I mean, they'll still keep elements. That's a nice thing. Is like one of the favorite weapons in all of the Far Cries here recently has been the bow.
Oh,
so
yeah, definitely.
They had to keep that. So the fact that they'll be able to keep that, and you'll probably be able to do a lot more with the bow will be pretty cool. I think it'll be interesting because I feel like they're taken from a lot of because survival games are so popular right now.
Yeah, like the Forest or Ark.
Well, it's just like all these games, Ark,
yeah.
The Forest, Rust, DayZ, there's just survival games are such a big thing right now that that whole having nothing and gathering resources until you have something is such a hot thing right now that I feel like they're trying to capitalize on that, and then just having the name Far Cry and having there's not going to be dinosaurs. Everyone is like mammoths. That means there's dinosaurs. There were no people and dinosaurs. They didn't coincide, and they're trying to be kind of accurate. So there's not going to be any damn dinosaurs. You'll have things with hair and little elephant things, and there might be alligators. They'll probably still keep the alligators. They'll probably just really, really big alligators because that's what was around.
Fuck alligator.
But there's not going to be dinosaurs. But it'll be
something people wanted.
Yes,
it's something people want, and then people associate cavemen with dinosaurs, but they were so far apart.
Yeah,
that a lot of people don't know that. It's there were no people and dinosaurs were
generic school
really far apart.
Well, I mean, this also brought in the confusion because when this game was first rumored, Ubisoft, I think in January, they sent out a little survey and was like, what would you want to see in a Far Cry game? And there was vampires.
I remember that.
Dinosaurs.
Vampires?
That was one of the
I remember
options.
that, yeah.
And then there were dinosaurs. Then there was mammoths and cavemen and stuff. So I guess cavemen went out, and that's what they went with. So there are no dinosaurs in this movie.
Wait, but
In this
if
game, I
even
mean.
if dinosaurs was the top result, they couldn't even make like a Far Cry game about it.
I mean, they could do it like
They could-
Jurassic Park, I
they can
guess.
turn it into some Blood Dragon type thing where it's like it's not
Over
it's
the
like
top.
serious exactly
Yeah.
where it's like, oh yeah, you're going
Blood Dragon was
back in
amazing.
time. You know, you could be in the Animus. You know, jump in the Animus and go fight dinosaurs. They'll tie it into their other Ubisoft games. You know, you'll be playing as Ezio.
They had a lot of fun with Blood Dragon. Like that game was over the top 80s. Like
I loved it.
The music
It was
was
so
really
much fun.
Techno 80s. Yeah, with the lasers and everything. There's a big giant laser strapped on the
That
fire breathing
that
dragon.
game was ridiculous.
Yeah,
But yeah, this new one though, like
this one looks more serious.
I
It's
think
not
it'll be
over the
cool
top.
because it'll be a lot more survivally and it'll be like a lot more of feeling like the hunted because they've. I don't know if I like I do like the crafting aspect of all the Far Cries that they've introduced. Where like, all right, you got to hunt this specific animal to get the skin to do
Make
all
a-
this.
make
And
a
I've seen
giant
some
pouch.
developer diaries on this new one where it's like, yeah, it's a lot of the different fragments and like bone fragments and cloth and stuff like that, like to kind of make your. It's not even just making your weapons and stuff. You're kind of customizing your own little like home base with your people, your other
yeah.
tribesmen and stuff like
your
that.
peeps.
And there's other people's peeps that are peeping at you, and so
There's a lot of
you've-
peeping.
Yeah, so you've got to peep at them before they peep your peeps, and God, people,
We'll
please.
just come raid your camp, and it's so fun.
And that part
Every
of that
night.
part of it is like it's like the forest. Like at least in the trailer, it just looks like
Yeah,
the
they made it
forest.
look, like,
But there's
terrifying,
there's
yeah.
other tribes out there, and so essentially, you're fighting with the other people. You're fighting with just nature
excited about that,
in
yeah.
general because just back in that time, things were bigger. That's just how it went. So there's going to be a lot of big animals that you got to deal with. And I think it'll be cool because it'll be a little more survival based rather than, I mean, like they tried to be all survival based in the last few Far Cries, but honestly, it was like once you got a good enough gun,
Oh, you could just.
once you got a good enough gun, you just you're killing a rhino in like 3 shots kind of thing. This
When you-
one
when you
is like
first-
there's nothing you're going to be able to get
Yeah.
that's really going to be
I mean,
powerful
that's-
enough.
I think that's interesting. Like, as far as the weapons go, they'd have like 3, and then that's it. Like they'd have.
And
the
there's
bow,
going to
the
have to be like
spear.
variations
Like, what else
on
is
that,
there?
yeah. Because I mean, it's like I could see,
Yeah.
you've got like, but that's how it's going to be kind of like the survival games now, where it's like you've got your wooden spear, then you've got your stone spear, you've got your bone spear, you got and you kind of get stronger weapons. But I feel
Yeah,
like it's
but
going to
it's
be just a
still-
few categories. But I saw, I feel like there's going to be a decent little co-op aspect to it. And I feel like because I'm pretty sure. Just my hunch is there's probably going to be like 4-player co-op in this, and you're going to have your own little tribe.
That'd be cool if they actually.
Because I think you're going to
That
be able to
hasn't
have
been
your own little
announced yet,
tribe and
but-
kind of like because in the trailer you see a whole bunch of them teaming up to take down a mammoth, which is something you'd have to do if all you had was spears and bows.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I feel like they're going to incorporate, like you've got your tribe. You could be co-op or computers, but you go out on hunts and stuff like that, and you've each got kind of different loadouts. You can.
I hope they do that.
You can get one
Yeah.
guy's got a bow, one guy's got a throwing spear, one guy's got a stabbing spear. You've got different. I mean, there's lots of different things. You'd have slingshots. You could have the little throwy rock thing
Oh,
that
yeah,
tie
yeah.
a string. I mean, like there's lots of different things that you could. There's lots of different weapons. That was right when people started developing weapons. So there's a whole lot of ground they could play with there, where it's like, all right, nobody actually knows what was around back then, which I heard them talk about in one of their little developer diaries about it. It's like nobody actually knows for sure what it was like living
Oh,
back
yeah.
then. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? So they really do kind of have a ground just to play with, where
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, okay, we
You're gonna come
can
up with some crazy weapon no one's ever seen before.
right, but it's like you never know.
I also hope they make like fire a commodity. Like it's hard
Like
to-
Far Cry 2.
yeah, where it's
Far
like
Cry
it's,
2 is a big deal with that.
where yeah, if it spreads like crazy. But then like it's also something that's hard to get.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not.
Well, in the trailer, you're walking through the forest with a torch.
Right, I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but
Well, no,
that's
I know.
that's when around that time where they.
That would be like, that's all I would be doing. You guys would be out hunting, I'd be back at the base. Ooh. Wouldn't even have rocks,
That's-
it'd be my fist.
That's another thing. In
I'm
the,
just hitting my fists together. Something's bound to happen.
that's another interesting thing though. In the trailer, they're speaking some caveman language, and so I want to know if they're gonna keep it like that. And you
They
don't
gotta
know.
have like subtitles or something.
I feel like there's got to be subtitles because
You
it's
think
there's going to be there's no
The story would be way too hard.
there's
to follow.
no way that they would be able to get away with them.
What if the story was just all context? Like it's just what you see. Like communication was just
the
done
fact
there.
that they were
Wouldn't that be
already,
crazy,
the
though?
fact that they were already talking in the trailer like
Yeah,
that, it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
there's no way they'd be able to have them all of a sudden like there's you're not
speaking
going
English.
through the whole process of them being like cave people learning how to make
Yeah,
fire
yeah.
to speaking English.
I have created fire.
Like that's not going to be a thing. So I feel like they're going to have.
learners, Maverick.
But and the thing with communication back then is like, yeah, they had their own language. It was a really primitive kind of language. It's going to be a lot more like you see him when he's down there and they're kind of laying prone, waiting for the mammoth to go by. It's going to be a lot more hand signals, actions, and stuff like that. That's how they communicated. And so I feel like it's not going to be as much specific dialogue. It's going to be like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, you know, like. And they're just doing like little basic signs and stuff like that. It's going to be similar to that, but it'll be interesting because it'll be different because everyone's so used to the Far Cry formula where it's like you go and destroy outposts, you know, you go and conquer outposts, go and hunt some animals so you can build an ammo pouch to hold more ammo. It's like once you get 4 snake pellets, you got to go gather snake
Sounds
poop.
gross.
Yeah, you got to go gather snake poop to make an ammo pouch. Pouch.
You gotta kill the honey badger. Get a wallet.
Honey badger don't give a fuck.
Why'd you
They
stop?
don't in Far Cry 4.
Why'd you stop? I wasn't done. Oh
no. No, that's my pen.
I know. Oh god, that face you make.
That's my
That's his own face.
my own face. Don't judge.
So yeah, Far Cry 4.
I think it'll be
Far
fun.
Cry Primal.
Looks cool.
It'll be different. It's next on our list.
But not as good as Horizon Zero Dawn. Carrying on.
Horizon Zero Dawn is gonna be dope.
That's gonna be good.
I'm so excited.
But that's not coming
got
out for
dinosaurs.
We don't
a
even know
while.
when that comes out.
But that's got
It's
dinosaurs.
It's supposed to be
next
fall
year.
next year. Is what they said.
That's
This
the
comes
difference,
out
though.
Q1.
It's got dinosaurs.
I know in this talk of technology, it carries over into our next topic, I feel.
It's
Far Cry
robotic
Primal just
dinosaurs.
goes right into Star Wars.
How?
Because it's like Far Cry Primal with the survival aspect, but then it also has robots instead. So.
In other words, that's our next topic. So the Star Wars Battlefront Beta happened last week. Was it?
If it's black, it's not going to show up.
You're not black enough. Sorry.
You keep moving, so now there's like a weird
Looks like a-
bird.
Kind of looks like a nut
Weird.
sack upside down.
Oliver, you might need to go to a doctor. It's like if that's what it looks like.
It's like a little.
It's
like a little coin purse.
3, but you come up with a nutsack.
Yeah, upside down. A coin purse.
Oh my god.
Oliver does a lot of handstands.
Galahad's coin purse.
So yeah, Star Wars Battlefront. We all played it, sort of.
We did.
I watched them play the
The game was
beta.
epic.
It was beautiful.
It was a lot better than I thought it'd be. It kept my and it's funny because it's just simple. That's what
So
I like
that's
about
the thing I found surprising about it is that it's made by DICE, and so they usually make the Battlefield games, and it's a very dumbed down version of that. So like, there's no classes, there's no squads, it's just your partner. The way you unlock weapons is through those cards and stuff. It's weird, but it's still very enjoyable. Like,
That's what I like about it. It seems like they kind of went back to Battlefront 2, where it's just like it is fairly simple. You know, it's like you've got a few different guns. There's only so much you can really do when you have Star Wars, an entity like that that's already established. You know, you can't go and like be adding all kinds of new guns and all that. It's like, all right, you got the guns that are there. You can't really throw too many crazy customizations on it. You know, so they were probably like, you know, it's like, all right, we just got to make it simple. Give them the guns that we know from the universe. Give them, you know, a few little options and just make it fun. The thing I liked about it was like it always felt like, you know, playing Walker Assault just felt like Star Wars. Just because, like, you sit back, it's like all this shit is going down. You know, you've got TIE fighters and X-Wings and Y-Wings and like
and it's all controlled by
A-Wings and like all these players
cool.
flying by you, and then like you in the corner of your eye you've got Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker fighting in the middle of the field. You got some like 5 guys in turrets shooting at ATSTs. It's Star Wars. It was really cool because it was like it's not hard to pick up and play kind of thing. Like there's not a lot of recoil in the guns. You know, you don't have ammo restrictions. You just have like overheating because it's laser weapons.
Lots of pew pew.
Yeah, it's like
He lasers really well. Holy shit. Look at that sound spike.
Oh no.
They're making another Kung Pao. Fun
Are
fact. Fun fact of the day. They're making another Kung Pao.
That used to be my favorite movie. Oh my god. I've been waiting for that, in all honesty.
Oh my gosh, I saw.
He was like, what, 10 years old?
I saw the article.
Wow.
It's got probably older than this.
I
Way older
rented
than that.
that VHS from Hollywood Video.
I think that's like 2000-ish. Like
2000-ish?
Like somewhere like that. That movie was amazing. But I saw an article a
That's
couple
good.
days ago.
I'm
They were
glad
making that. But yeah, Star Wars. It'll be interesting. The single player. There's no single player besides like you can do the survival missions, right?
And then I think you can play with bots in like any of the other modes.
Yeah.
But the survival missions is like their single player, which was cool. They had in the beta they had a Tatooine map you can play on. It's basically just wave after wave of enemies at you, and you could do it co-op or by yourself. Yeah, it was fun.
I think it'll be fun. It was different because it was like the thing I noticed was that it still kept that large scale feel of Battlefront 2 without having. I wasn't sure how it was going to be having a big map, but not having all the random like NPCs that like because Battlefront 2.
Yeah, they had
you had like all the NPCs,
kind of like how Titanfall did it also.
Yeah, exactly.
And that made
that really added to the scale of it. I mean, it's like they were easy to kill, but it was one of those. It's like it's normally stormtroopers are pretty easy to kill. So it was one of those.
You don't even have to really do anything; they'll kill themselves.
Exactly, it's like they can't hit you even if they wanted to. But it was cool that it still feels. Big,
40 players was
But
fine.
I think they were smart about it because the Walker Assault is essentially rush. If you played Battlefield, Walker Assault is essentially rush. Where like, all right, you've got 2 objectives here. One team's got to complete those objectives, and then you get those objectives out of the way. Then you got the next 2 objectives. Then you got the next 2 objectives.
Yeah, so they kind of like section off parts of the map so that way everyone's located in one area.
Exactly. So
and
it's like
cool,
because if it was just the whole map open, which is like kind of like what Battlefront 2 was, then it would have felt small.
Yeah.
It's like when you're playing through the whole game, it's like you don't realize because all the conflicts right there, and then you're moving and moving and moving.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, this is just always happening, and this is such a big map. But then when you think about it, it's like, well, I can only play certain parts of the map at a time.
Yeah.
But they do a good job of hiding that. That's what I like about Rush. Has always been.
Yeah, it didn't feel like
Rush has been my favorite game mode in Battlefield since Bad Company when they introduced it. But like they do a good job of hiding that, where it's like, yeah, we've got a really really big map, but you're not going to be playing on all of it at once. So enjoy your fights here, but it's fun. The only part I don't like is it's really really easy. The spawns when you're the rebels.
Spawn get spawn killed or
well, just like the spawns were on the first part the second part when you're in the base.
Oh yeah,
the spawns are like it's
the
spawn because you just keep
there.
getting spawned in the base and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, because they've got all the exits.
Everyone to get slaughtered.
It was like that's that second part on Walker Assault on Hoth. That
in Echo Base.
God, I hate that. I hate that so much. That was always the worst part. I was like, man. And then like you spawn and you like start making progress, and then freaking Vader just comes walking in like, hey, here's a lightsaber throw. Enjoy it. You walk around a corner and get choked.
How did you like playing as the hero characters?
It was
thought they
fun.
were a ton of fun.
It was definitely fun. The first time I did it, it's one of those like you feel powerful, but you don't feel overpowered because you have to pick your battles because you can't go running into a group of like 50 people.
Yeah.
Because you will get killed really, really quickly. But it's cool that like when you decide you want to slow down, if you're facing somebody and you hold the left trigger, they can't hit you. You're just deflecting all of the bullets, and they're just deflecting them back. So I love when before people realize that playing as Vader or Luke, they'd be shooting the crap out of you, and you're just like, and they're just killing themselves, and you're just like, hi guys, and I would just do that. I would stand still and just do that. But it was cool because like they each feel different because Vader's got his toss and his he feels like Vader would feel. He's a lot more just menacing, where he's like even his jump is like he doesn't move. It's weird. He like floats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Luke looks a lot faster. His moves are like dashes and spins and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think he can handle groups.
Vader
better.
was just like.
Did you see the other heroes?
He has an elegance of a villain.
Exactly. But his cape, though, the cape physics on him are a little
it's
off.
nice.
Wait, what happened?
It just goes.
It just kind of goes. It just kind of. You can stand still. He could be standing completely still, and his cape would just be like.
Yeah.
That's like Vincent from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
There can be no breeze, and his cape. Well, no, his cape dynamics are really good, except for the fact that there's never a breeze.
What letter does Vincent start with?
A V.
What letter does Vader start with?
It's a
If your name starts
conspiracy.
with a V, you have to have a weird cape.
No, Vincent is Vader.
I don't think so.
Vader is Vincent. Finkel is Einhorn.
Good movie reference.
Ace Ventura is one of my favorite movies of all
Yes,
time,
Pet
FYI.
Detective. Did you see the new the heroes they announced?
What do they have? Like Leia?
They have Leia, Han Solo, and then
Boba
Emperor.
No, they got Boba Fett too, right?
Yeah, Boba Fett's one of them. Why not?
And then the Emperor,
She's
yeah.
so annoying. I hate
You don't like Leia?
I hate Leia so much.
Is it the buns that bother you?
She's a hater.
It's partially the buns.
She wasn't
and
complain.
in
She wasn't
Disneyland?
complaining about the buns earlier.
In Disneyland, her ears are the only super weird ones because they made like hair buns on like a pair of Mickey ears, and they look really creepy.
Do any of you guys watch Scream Queens? No.
It was randomly recording on my TV, and I was like, "Megan, are you recording this?" And I'm like, "No, I have no idea what that is." So I just
Carrie
set it to my
Fisher's
TV.
daughter is in that show.
Yeah.
And she wears earmuffs on her ears.
Oh my god. That's
Easter
so
egg.
silly.
I love it. Yeah, Battlefront though. That's gonna. I'm pretty pumped for that. That'll.
Yeah,
Gonna be
I'm gonna
fun.
put some
And there's
time
so
into that.
many. I didn't realize how many game modes there were. Like once you started looking.
Yeah, in the
like,
beta menu.
there's a lot of game modes on there. Now I hope that like they'll all be available at launch, and I hope it's not just some.
I think they will be.
DLCs.
I hope it's not just some like, yeah, you get these 5 game modes, but if you buy the $50 season pass, you can get the
have
other
them all.
2 game modes, and then we'll release the complete edition, Battlefront: The Taken Emperor.
Oh my god. Shut up.
We'll charge you another $60 for it.
Even if you already have the game, we're still charging you for a full new game.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
That's
Destiny.
absolutely not a shot at Destiny, though.
The
Wink,
only
wink.
cool thing you guys did was put swords in it. The only cool thing.
In Destiny?
Yeah, you have swords now. And you can also have a secondary pistol.
Remember they gave you the Sword of Crota and then they just take that shit away from you?
No, it's not like a mission. Like, you can actually just
You actually get
carry
it?
around like a
Oh.
katana.
Still won't get me to play it again.
No.
Fuck you guys.
Is it just like a constant blade dancer then?
No.
Or you just like.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's not like the Blade Dancer. It's just like, you can choose to have a sword as your main weapon now.
That's pretty dope. Yep, still not playing it. Screw you, Destiny. You've lost.
Right?
You've lost
They
me.
know that like people care so much about like the armor, so they put in a bunch of new armor sets and stuff. But then like
The-
the game
and they got
itself
the-
is the
they got
same.
The cool
Emotes
thing
you
I've
can
seen
buy,
though is
too.
they have a lot of like hidden weapons and stuff like that, like stuff you have to like.
Did they ever fix the engrams? Because that's one of the main reasons to stop. You would
no.
go through like a 3-hour thing,
I know.
and you'd get
You'd be
a
sitting at the loot
legendary
cave.
engram, and then it's like a common hand cannon, and you
So you
just like
get-
throw the controller in the air.
It's like you'd be sitting at the loot cave for 5 hours farming engrams. You go and
I did that. All my engrams.
You
So
get strange coins.
They fixed it where you don't get common items as often. I don't know if you still get them even, but you get duplicates. So like you'll get like 5 of the same gun out of like 10 engrams you deposit.
Why would I want that?
So I don't know.
Destiny,
doesn't-
do you know what you're doing?
Do they have a trading option yet where you can like trade with other players?
I haven't looked into that because it's Destiny, but I don't. I'm assuming you
That's
can.
something like
Right since like day one, I found like an
With
entire
the
set of
hub.
legendary Titan armor.
That was
like,
the
I have
thing. It
nothing
was
to
like
do with
That's
it.
supposed to incentivize you to make another character.
I don't want to play
Yeah.
Titan.
I
Titans
don't
are
know.
stupid.
that was
Most
the thing.
Hunter Warlock Titan.
It was like it should have specifically like with that whole hub area. It just made sense that like
Yeah, you just do trades.
you'd
Every
be able
MMO
to trade.
does that. Yeah.
Now they're doing microtransactions for emotes.
Yeah.
So you can
buy
buy
more
like the
dances.
Carlton dance from
Yeah.
Fresh Prince. You can
What
buy
the
it with
fuck?
real money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it like?
No,
Is it like
people
$2?
don't do that.
There's lots of different dances and stuff you can do, but you have to pay real money
Blow
for
kisses.
it because Bungie didn't get enough money for you buying the fucking Taken King.
Yep.
Excuse my French.
Oh my gosh. The only thing I ever did on that game is after I completed a mission with a bunch of people,
dance?
since I was an Awoken Hunter. No, since she's also a girl, you would do like the thank you or something, and hers was a bow.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah, all the Awoken bow.
They're so fancy!
They also sit special. On the lady ones, they sit with the legs.
Oh yeah, they sit
Yeah.
like side saddle.
That's how I sit. You guys can't see it underneath here, but that's how I'm sitting currently. Don't mind this leg.
So yeah.
Battlefront. It's gonna be dope.
Cool.
We might be renting out a movie theater to play it.
You could do that, you guys.
We might be doing.
We might
this.
do that.
So if that happens, expect to see a video. That's
should.
that's just a thought right now.
I
It
think we
could
should
be
do
a
it.
thing. We had Harkins give us some pretty cool news.
Yeah, they spoke to us directly, and
So it could be a thing. Stay posted. We might even invite some of y'all to come down and join us if we get a whole movie theater.
Sure.
If we get a whole movie theater, hell yeah. Get some gaming going. That'd be dope.
Yeah, that would be dope.
I'm down.
Stay posted, guys. You're gonna keep watching. We're gonna pick the first 500 comments.
Let's get 5 comments first.
500 comments. We'll all get a chance to get Destiny the Taken King on PlayStation 3.
No. I don't want to.
Nobody's going to comment. Nobody's going to comment. They're going to boycott. All right. What's next?
So new releases this week is Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
I actually you gave me pause for a second because I was like,
why'd you say Assassin's
I was like,
Creed?
what movie? I was like, what game is this? Then
you have enough time to say Assassin's. I was so confused.
I enjoyed it.
What the hell is Assassin's
I don't call it
Creed?
Assassin's Creed. It's Assassin's Creed.
That sounds like something you might want to get baby wipes for.
Oh yeah. Assassin's Creed
My
Syndicate.
ass Creed is flourishing.
With ass wide open. That's Assassin's Creed. Under the toilet. Come on.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
And Halo 5.
And Halo 5.
So we'll probably do Let's Plays of both of those.
Yep.
Especially Halo 5, we'll probably do co-op and then stream that. I'm excited for Halo 5. I've been playing Halo 5 since the very first one.
I've been playing Halo 5 since the first Halo 5.
I've been playing Halo since the very first one.
How long has he been playing Halo 5?
5E.
I've been playing Halo since the very first one, back when it came out on the original Xbox.
Yeah, but no split screen.
And we'll get to that. And when did the first Halo come out?
Oh,
02?
I think it was like
2002-ish?
So yeah, this series has
a
been,
long time
been over
ago.
10 years
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're on the 5th one.
It was like, what is it? This is more like the 7th or the...
put in between their games.
What is it? This is more like the 7th, right? Or like...
If you're counting Reach...
Because you got Reach and ODST.
Well, ODST was an expansion. You needed 3 to play that.
Did you?
Or no, it was using 3's engine.
It was using 3's engine, but it was a separate game.
Yeah. So what was it? It was Halo 1,
So they
2,
made like
3,
7...
ODST, and then
and Reach.
And
Didn't
then
Halo
4.
Reach just get pooped on?
No,
I
loved
enjoyed Reach.
Reach was
I enjoyed
really
Reach.
fun.
Because that was like the first one where you didn't really... Well, besides ODST, it was like the first like true Halo game where you played as a Spartan that wasn't Master Chief.
Right.
You know? Like ODST, you played as a orbital
An
drop...
ODST,
what was it? Orbital drop shock trooper.
Yeah.
It was like you played as one of them, but it was like, yeah, Halo Reach was the first one you played as a Spartan, but you weren't Master Chief, and it was really interesting.
And if you're familiar with the books...
I read Reach. That was cool.
Yeah, if you read the Fall of Reach, it's cool because part of that story is in the game where the majority of the Spartans, so like Master Chief is off in space fighting Covenant, that's orbiting Reach, and so then the people on the planet, the rest of the team is fighting the Covenant on the planet, stopping them from glassing it, which is they smooth out the surface, so yeah, like if you were familiar with the story, you would know that they all die or that planet gets destroyed. So it's cool because like you knew where it was headed at the end, and the way the game ended was really cool. Like the rest of your team does escape. They go, it's like some portal thing. I forget how it ended. For the other team, they went with Dr. Halsey, but the guy that you play as, he stays behind, and then all that's left to do is just to survive as long as possible. And then as you're like killing people and shooting the Covenant, like the more damage you take, like your visor gets all cracked and everything until finally
that ending was in.
Dies.
I just didn't expect it. It was
he just
pretty
dies
cool.
at the end, and
it was pretty cool.
Yeah. So then, some of those characters from Reach are going to be in Halo 5, and then the characters they took from ODST.
Emil.
Yeah, Emil. Yeah.
Emil.
So then some of the characters from ODST, like Nathan Fillion's character Buck, he's also going to be in Halo 5. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see where they take the story.
The buck stops here.
This is also the first Halo without... Well, I mean, the first main Halo game without Cortana. Because...
Wait, really?
You didn't play 4?
No.
Well, I'm going to prepare you.
I would always be there with my brother playing it. He moved out.
I'm going to prepare you.
That's
Cortana dies at the end of Halo 4. So, I don't know how it's...
Her battery died.
Yeah, but she was modeled.
Was that really it?
No.
I'm like, that can't be
it wasn't.
Fuck.
No, they were calling it redundancy. It's basically when.
There's dust in here.
It's from the fan.
That's
I love
redundant.
dust in it. But yeah, it's basically where like kind of like if a computer stays on for too long, it just starts not acting right, and she was going crazy.
Oh my god, did Cortana get a virus?
It wasn't a virus. It was just she aged.
It was a sexually transmitted disease.
After
You
you've
got
had
a virus!
after you've had a computer for like a few, like for like 5 or 10 years, like it just acts messed up, and it's because it's been like writing so much different stuff, and it's reading different stuff, and when it's just on for that long, it just fucks up. I don't know how to explain it.
Huh.
So Cortana got that way, and then she ended up sacrificing herself by like multiplying a bunch of times. You fought this. Did you see the bad guy in Halo 4?
So it was an STD.
She basically spread it like one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In Halo 4,
Okay.
there's this villain that gets awoken by Master Chief accidentally called the Didact. He was like this flesh-looking thing.
That sounds really familiar though.
He was ugly.
He was what did
He
they
was
call?
ugly.
He was
What do they
ugly.
call the ancient race?
The God.
Forerunners. He was a forerunner.
Forerunner. There you go. Not a Toyota.
I'm like, he sounds like a car.
Not a Toyota Forerunner.
Not a Toyota.
The race recalls the Forerunners. He was a Forerunner, but he wanted to kill humanity, and so he has like this big giant ball of death that he was hurling towards Earth. And then in order to stop it, Cortana spread herself like a virus in the computer of that ball of death and killed that thing, and then you kill the Didact by shoving his face into a beam.
Alright.
Yeah.
Cortana spread her legs for the giant ball while you shoved his face into a giant beam.
And then they had
STD.
a touching moment at the end when she's about to die. She like, cause like the ball blows up and she like makes a little protective barrier, and that was the last of her energy. She
It was like
used up.
Groot at the end of Guardians
Yeah,
of the
yeah, it
Galaxy.
was, yeah, essentially, yeah. Like,
It was like Groot at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Groot had to sacrifice himself to make that protective
Essentially.
shield.
Groot's fine though.
No, he's not.
He came back, but he's a little mini Groot. But
He's
she
gonna grow
didn't.
up, though.
She didn't come back. So that was it.
You know how long it takes for trees to get that big? You know how long
That's
it
true.
takes
He
for
Yeah.
wasn't as tall as most trees. You know that, right?
Still, you know how long? Go look at a saguaro by itself.
He is
too.
also a super crazy, fast-growing mutant alien tree.
Do you know how long it takes for super ancient, fast growing
I didn't say ancient.
alien pancakes? You know how long it takes for them to grow? I think the twist in Halo 5 is going to be that Master Chief is actually using Siri now.
She's gonna come back.
And just moved on from Cortana and
Just
fought-
iPhones.
That's why, like in the commercials, they're like, oh, like yeah, we couldn't control him. He moved on. He moved on to Apple. That was Steve Jobs right
Why
before
would
he
you
died,
ever move on to Apple?
because apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Gross.
Yeah.
They just proved that.
No, I've eaten apples every day, and I haven't seen the doctor ever.
If Maverick stops showing up on the show,
It's because I stopped
he didn't
eating.
use apple.
It's because I
Probably
skipped my apple.
So yeah, Halo 5.
I think
I'm excited for it. What are you guys thoughts
I
on
am.
Halo 5? You guys feel the hype?
I feel the hype.
Yeah,
I feel it. We were there. We saw the trailer.
we did.
E3. That
Well-
was something.
It was all right.
I feel like just having something displayed to you on a giant screen just automatically gets you really
that's true,
hyped
but
for it.
that's why I'm super hyped about this movie
They-
theater thing. If this becomes,
Oh, I know. They showed that trailer at E3. It was like a single player trailer. It was okay.
Mhm.
The trailers they've been posting the last couple of weeks have been like amazing.
Sweet, yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, they had this one with like Muse, Knights of Sidonia playing in the background. It was awesome. That song will make any game look amazing. They had a live action one where like Master Chief was like running through a city, and then people were asking for help, and he was like, "Fuck you," and he just ignored them
Oh,
all.
I saw
and-
that one.
Yeah. And then there was another one where they showed like Locke and his team like just kicking the shit out of the Covenant. Like it was like fast, and that's what's cool about the new Halo 5 is that it's a lot more fast paced than the previous Halos. Like first there's jetpacks and the sprint boost, so you can like do like shoulder charges and stuff like that. And it's cool like where you can grab ledges now, which is a big deal in Halo. Like you could never do that before. So just traversing around the maps are really
that's why super
quick,
jumps were fun.
Yeah. Those are. I
love those
all the time.
I love those on coagulation back in the day.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm hyped for that game.
I'm not on the hype train, but I'm gonna get it, and I think it's gonna be good. I'm gonna like it. It's just one of those like, if it feels that different, I'll probably play it more than I'm planning on playing it. But I'm so Halo'd out. Like with Halo, ever since Halo 3 probably, which was probably my least favorite in the series.
That was back in 2007.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like,
is that the last one you played?
No, that's not. I've played all of them. I've beaten every single Halo.
Okay.
But it's one of those where I'm like, the multiplayer, like Halo 2 was the first ever online multiplayer game I played.
Oh, yeah.
And it just that's what got me hooked on Xbox Live. But it's just like the experience it kept feeling the same. They changed it started being kind of like a Call of Duty thing. Like, that's why I'm happy they don't release it every year like they do with Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Because it started just feeling like they added dual wielding in Halo 2, which was cool.
I love that.
Yeah, and then Halo 3, they started adding some things. What did they add in Halo 3? They had the pickups, right, where you could do bubble shields,
the bubble shield
and stuff like that. Yeah. And they kept adding things, and it was cool. But which probably isn't a terrible thing, but it felt the same at the end of the day. And that's how I am with a lot of first person shooters. Honestly, it's not just Halo, but it get to that point where I'm like, man, they really just feels the same. So this one feels different enough, but the jetpacks and everything. But then again, I'm like, well, what if that might feel like Advanced Warfare?
Right, it might not feel like they're on the edge of it feeling not like Halo.
The way you were describing it, it's that's like Advanced Warfare. You can clamber up edges. You've got your little jetpack, so you can do your double jumps, and you've got sprint boosts and stuff like that. It's
I was worried about that leading up to it, but once I finally sat down and played Halo 5, did
it feel?
It felt like Halo still.
Okay.
The weapons are still solid. I'm still not. I really don't like how they sound.
Yeah.
They changed the way they sound. I feel like Bungie did better sounds for their guns. The SMG just doesn't sound.
Yeah, Bungie was always
powerful.
Good. Bungie was always good with their sound design.
Yeah.
I don't know. The SMG used to. It always sounded like a pea shooter to me, though. It was just like.
Yeah, but even the assault rifle, just it sounds. I don't know how to describe it. It just doesn't sound like it has that much of a punch.
The SMG always sounded like somebody was just crumpling aluminum foil really fast to me.
Yeah. They were called. Bungie would call them bullet hoses.
Bullet hoses?
That's essentially what they were. They were like these. Yeah. They're fun though.
You never had a bullet hose?
No, I guess not.
These hoses ain't got bullets. Yeah, I don't know. I'll play it. The main reason I'll be getting it is for co-op. That's the thing that's with every Halo. That's been my favorite thing since Halo 1.
Yeah, you and I definitely do.
This is since Halo 1, the split screen co-op. I've played through specifically just the first 2 levels of Halo 1, but I've played through the whole campaign of Halo 1 so many times. I just remember my friends and I would just love to jump on and play, just the first level, and then the second level was just really pretty.
Yeah, because that's the first time you're actually on Halo.
Outside,
opens up.
That was really cool. So we like to play that. But the co-op has just always been such a big deal with Halo for me. That's why I'll get it. Co-op's like one of my favorite things to play. Period. Any game that has co-op, I usually get it.
Yeah.
Just to play co-op. I like playing co-op. I don't know what it is about it. But so I'll get Halo 5, but I'm just not as hyped about this Halo as I have been for.
I wasn't at first, but these trailers are.
Yeah.
But
Halo always has good trailers.
That's true.
I was like, Halo.
They have some of the
Halo
best
trailers are always amazing. So that's the thing. I was like,
I will say Halo 4
good trailers. They do their job.
Halo 4 trailers didn't sell me on that game.
Like Pan.
But
Pan the movie. The trailer was fucking beautiful in that movie.
Oh, did you see the movie?
It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
I knew it was gonna be terrible.
In my life, that's the worst movie I've ever seen.
That's not good. That's not good.
Holy, you guys, Neverland, everybody knows it's the second star to the right.
Mm-mm.
At the end of the movie, they're flying out of England, and it's like Peter, he's like, hey, let's go, second star to the right, and it shows 2 stars, and that, I don't know how their production team fucked it up, They fly off into the distance. You don't see the ship anymore, and then the left star does that bright little like shine thing. And I'm like,
But that's
Maybe they're
How do
looking
you-
at it.
No,
That's
that's not how this
that's why
works.
they're setting up for the sequel, because the next one they're gonna be like,
Shit,
we
went
landed
to
on
the wrong star,
the wrong star. Damn it!
My
we
favorite.
went to Foreverland.
My, my favorite live
We
action
went to Always Land.
Peter Pan movie will be Hook.
Hook's amazing.
Hook was the best.
Hook was good.
I loved Hook. That movie bombed in the box office though.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
No.
That movie was considered a failure, but I
Really?
loved it as a child, and so I'll always have feelings for that movie.
Sorry, guys.
And it's got Robin Williams
Texan
in it.
Bay.
His bay's a chameleon.
I don't have a bay.
Forever Alone.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, Halo.
Halo looks so cute.
I'm not as hype about it as
You'll get our thoughts on it. Since
once.
we'll
Yeah,
be able to
There'll
play
be a
it.
let's play for
I have
it.
to play it, but like I really haven't been keeping up on any of it. That's the weird
Yeah.
thing. Like I didn't play the beta.
I did. It was great.
I was like,
You
Actually,
play everything.
I do play everything. Yeah.
I was like, I didn't play the beta. I really haven't watched damn near any videos on it at all. Like I really don't know much about it besides like when the first trailer with him
So
with Master Chief in the desert with his little
Oh, that
hood
was
on.
when they announced it,
That was
yeah.
like the announcement trailer. I'm like, oh shit, Halo, and then I just
Nothing. So you don't know about Warzone either, or
What's
any of
that?
the Warzone's the new multiplayer mode. Think it's like Titanfall. So it's got bigger maps. It's got bots playing, and it's got more vehicles in it. And then that's where they put in the microtransactions.
So is it like Big Team Battle? Except with bots?
Bigger than Big Team Battle.
What's the player count?
I mean, the player count is the same
It's
as
the
Big
same,
Team
but
Battle,
it's just got all the
it's
bots
got
and everything?
bots in it, and so the maps are bigger. And it's kind of similar to like Rush, where like there's different objective
Mm-hmm.
points. You have to capture bases and then defend it. So once you capture a base, you know you got
Yeah.
the other team, and then you got the bot teams. So like they'll have like Covenant bots and Promethean bots. And
Yeah.
I think there's human bots. Yeah, there's human
So
bots.
is it going to
as
be like
well.
a 1 versus 1 versus 1 kind of thing?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
But as far as the bots are concerned, everyone's still playing as Spartans, but
So the bots are fighting everybody kind of thing?
yes, yeah,
And then you've got two teams.
yes.
Oh, that'd be interesting. I just got to play it. I really haven't kept up
That's
with
a
this
lot
game at all.
happening.
It is. It's
Jesus.
their experimental mode. They still have classic arena where it's got all the modes that you're used to seeing in regular Halo
My
games.
favorite part about Halos was always like the announcer guy.
Kill-tacular.
Double kill, Kilimanjaro. Oh, we both did
Yeah,
that.
I got recorded.
The narrators are great in any game.
I wouldn't say any game.
Most games, I don't know. I like the narrators when they're.
Halo
Halo had
was
that.
the first one that like it's the most recognizable thing. Just because like not even just the announcer, but like the names of things like Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
It's like Kill Apocalypse, Kill Catastrophe, and it was just
What
like
the
it
fuck?
was just like every time it was
Stupid.
like 4 kills in a row was Kill Frenzy.
Kill Frenzy, yeah.
It was like Kill Frenzy, and it was like you got all the way up to 9.
No,
which
it's
was-
Killing Spree.
Killing Spree,
Yeah.
and then like Kill Frenzy. And it just kept going up, and like Kilimanjaro.
People kept
and
trying
then-
to get it as the high as.
Oh, always. That was
Yeah.
like every time I do it, it was like, yeah, if you got, if every like multi kill, or essentially like every kill in a 3-second span from the last kill, it would just keep going up.
Double kill.
And it was
Triple
it was like
kill.
double kill,
It keeps
triple
going,
kill,
like,
Kill-tacular,
Yeah.
Kill
How could you even
Frenzy,
get up to, like,
Kilimanjaro. Or it was like Kill
You have to kill
Apocalypse.
the whole team.
Yeah,
How
you,
do you do
you
that?
essentially had to
Within
kill.
3
be a-
seconds of each other?
You could be a badass.
Yeah, well, it's like
Jesus
people do it.
Christ!
Well, that was the thing. It was like 3 seconds from the last kill, essentially.
know.
But yeah, it was like but just the announcer, his voice, and just the things that they were called. It's like overkill. That was 4. 4 was overkill.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Weird.
But I always loved that. So that's like, and they've kept that same guy, that same
guy,
thing
yeah.
for every
Yeah.
Halo, and that's always
That's a
that's
Halo
one of my
thing.
favorite things to hear. You know what I mean? It's just like this is one of my favorite things to hear playing Halo. That's
Yeah.
what I liked about the multiplayer. Every time he would just announce something, it was like,
like,
all right,
yes!
It was so
Yeah.
sad.
I'm a
Destiny
beast!
changed.
What?
Oh yeah, you hear
Like, what the fuck is that?
Dinklebot's
Why
gone?
would you do that?
Oh, and Destiny.
Why would you do
Yeah.
that? I don't care if the narrators match up between your two games. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, they were. These ones were from.
Well,
the moon.
apparently people didn't like his voice recording.
I
Peter
loved
Dinklage.
So
his
what?
voice recording.
But
He
then-
himself was
then they
annoying,
redid-
but the voice was better.
They redid Peter North's. They redid it with Peter North, who was also the Nolan North. Nolan North, and he did the voice of Drake from Uncharted. But it's still just as bad. It's
Drake
not,
from
it's
Maybach Music?
Maybach Music.
Oh, no, that's
Whisper to yourself.
Well, no, you hear it in the songs. Yeah, so I still think it's the dialogue that's bad. It's not any of the...
No, that was the thing. I was like, so what if they didn't like Peter Dinklage? The ghost didn't talk to you nearly enough for that to ever bother me. Ever.
I think he did.
I thought he talked to you too much when you're like...
The problem was you can't skip it, which was...
It was like in the cutscenes, but at the
stupid.
same time, it was like once you played through everything once... That was the problem with Destiny. People got sick of it because they kept playing the same damn thing over and over again.
I've never played the story more than once, though.
But that was the thing. Like some of the special missions, like the daily stuff, it was like you had to go replay a story mission.
Yeah.
But it was just like that was the problem with Destiny. It was like, okay, it's all fine the first time through, but then you have to keep playing these same missions over and over again.
Yeah.
You can't skip the
It's not
cutscenes.
matter what the narrator is.
It's like no matter who it is, you're gonna get sick of it. That's like how it is with sports games. With a lot of commentators.
They with Taken King, they added the ability to finally skip them.
Good,
but why?
It took them long enough.
Why does that have to be in a paid expansion? First of all,
They essentially had to make a whole new
It made
game.
me so happy when Kingdom Hearts put that into Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
Because holy crap, anything by Square Enix, you have like 20-minute cutscenes.
Yeah.
And then in the first one, it's like, alright, set the controller down, time to go make a sandwich. And then you come back in like 20 minutes and the fight's just about to start. Yes.
Yeah, that was just like that was the big flaw to Destiny for me. It was like, I mean, not just skipping cutscenes, but that makes sense. It's like it wasn't Peter Dinklage. It was the fact that you had to listen to these same things over and over again, and you couldn't skip it. That's a problem, you know?
I hated their servers constantly shutting down and just like kicking you out of a raid or strike. My fire team would constantly just be like, alright, Meagan, you're gone again. And I'm like, what? No, I'm not. And then it would show me getting kicked out. I'm like, fuck.
That happened with Mark all the time when we were in the raids, but it was only him. I never got disconnected.
I never really had too many connection issues.
Yeah. The only time
you just
whenever me and Maverick would play together, though, like sometimes one of us would have a problem. But like when I'm playing with a big group, I never have a problem.
Our fire team later would get kicked off a lot too. But I feel like it was usually just he and I.
I think it's just PSN. I don't have those issues on.
Turn that 5 into a dragon, you guys.
As long as it's not Konami with their damn Metal Gear glitch. That makes me so angry. I can't.
Are you gonna try to beat the game?
Are
you gonna try to beat the game? Or?
If I could play it. If I
could
play
be there with him.
If I can play the game, I can't play Metal Gear unless his account is logged in on my PlayStation at the time of me playing.
Just let me know, man.
I don't want to have to do this. That's the problem. I'm boycotting until they fix this.
They're not going to fix it. It's Konami.
They're going to fix it.
No.
Because, like, this was the day Metal Gear Online launched. You guys don't understand this about me. Metal Gear Online on PS3 was the game. Between that and SOCOM Confrontation, those were the two games that I played more than anything else. Like, anything else. And so I was so hyped for Metal Gear Online to come out for this new Metal Gear. And then I go to play it on the day it launches, and it gives me the whole, like, oh, your downloadable content is not available. Sorry, you can't play the game. Have fun with this bag of penises.
Have fun with
and I was like, this is a problem. So I closed it and kept trying it, and it kept giving me the same message. So I Google it. So apparently, because I logged in on my PlayStation once with Oliver's account, because he has Metal Gear as well, but he has the disc version, I have the digital version, so we have different DLC. It registers mine unplayable unless his account is logged in, because then all of a sudden the game gets confused. It's like, which DLC do I use? I don't understand, and I can't play it. I cannot get past that screen.
Why did you make 2 different DLCs?
He pre-ordered it. And he got the digital. You get some special thing when you got the digital.
It's a camouflage. I get a black
it's not even
camouflage,
like cool DLC.
and I get a camouflage for my cardboard box, and I get a gun.
I just got the cardboard box camo, and that was it.
And like I can't play it. I'm just like, this is. I was like, are you kidding me? No other game has had this problem ever. Like, and it's funny because I go on their forums and they're. their feedback is because they acknowledged this problem like 2 weeks before I had it. Apparently, this has been a thing. They're like, "Yeah, we know this is a problem. What you should do is only play with one account on your PlayStation." So I was like, "Woo! Y'all got some nerve."
You should stop sucking, Maverick.
It's just like, so what we recommend is that you only have one account on your PlayStation. Like, no. Well,
then it's too late for someone that's already done that. Then.
Yeah.
That's to like save future
They're
people
saying,
from
yeah.
doing it. What the fuck?
They're basically saying it's your fault. You shouldn't.
But how are you even
playing
gonna find that
multiple
for him
accounts.
unless you already have run into the problem? Who's just gonna look up possible problems with playing Metal Gear?
It was just so frustrating. I was like, and it's still a problem. I checked it yesterday. I'm like, yeah, it still doesn't work. It's been like 2 weeks since I've had this. Oh, makes me so angry. I love Metal Gear Online too. I'm like,
Well, once Halo 5's out, I'll be on my Xbox. You can use my account.
I don't want to have to do it. This is a pride thing now. This isn't about the game. This is more than a game now. This is pride. I'm gonna call Kojima. He wouldn't care.
He would
He
not
left.
even-
He
So
wouldn't
did
care.
you read the article where he had his goodbye?
He had his vacation.
Well,
He's on vacation.
Okay, so here's the story how it was announced. First, I think it was like Wall Street Journal or some weird, that they don't usually do video game stuff. They were like, "Oh, Kojima just had his going away party. He's officially fired." Then the next day,
Officially fired?
Yeah.
I'm not so happy.
So then the next day, Konami was like, "Oh no, he's not fired. He's just on vacation."
Forever.
They never state when he's coming back from
He's
vacation.
on vacation forever.
So
He
basically,
went to the left star.
he's on vacation forever.
He was the dad that was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna go get some milk from the store."
Gonna go buy a pack of cigarettes.
never came back. It was like they're trying to play
Maybe he's
play
like
Kojima.
chained in
off.
their basement and they're just waiting till they need him
They're
again.
just feeding him like.
He's hooked up to machines, giving them game ideas.
They probably made him sign some NDAs where he can't talk about it, and he probably can't start
can't
a
talk
new.
about
They probably
No,
got him.
no.
They probably got him in
Corporations
the
do that.
basement making real Metal Gear, like Metal
Why
Gear
did they
Rexes
fire
and stuff.
him? I don't even know.
I mean,
I
Konami
know
in general
it's
is
just like they
trust.
just didn't get along.
Metal Gear Solid was expensive to make, and it was money Konami did not want to put up front, and that game got delayed a few times, so they were probably pissed about that. And also, Konami in general, they don't want to make console games anymore. They want to make cell phone games and pachinko games.
Ew!
They officially announced that. Like, they don't have now
Fuck
that Pez and Metal Gear is out. There's nothing announced.
Did you say Pez?
Pez, yeah.
Oh, like the game.
soccer
I thought you
game.
meant like literally like
The
they bought
candy?
the company Pez.
They
Like I
bought
was just
Pez.
like, I
They
was
have
like,
all the candy they could
I was
ever
like, are
want
you
to
telling me that Konami bought like Pez dispensers? I was like, hold on, when did this
wouldn't
happen?
surprise me at this point. But,
No,
but yeah,
Pez, yeah.
now that those games are out, they have nothing announced.
But that was the thing that Konami said that
Is that why
the
they
only series.
Canceled PT just because they didn't
They didn't-
feel like
Yeah.
making it?
Well, also Kojima was part of that, but yeah, they didn't.
Yeah,
didn't
they
wanna put the money
they
to
said
it.
that the
Yeah,
only
things-
series that they're going to stick with making is Pez, and they're going to stick with Pez. Everything else, they're like, no,
Nah, yeah.
because Pez, they finally, like I've been playing Pez, they finally passed FIFA, in my opinion. Like this year's Pez is better than this year's FIFA. Love this game; it's amazing. But like that's the only game they're sticking with, which is I'm okay with that. But
They have so many like good IPs though. They have Silent Hill. They have Metal Gear. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
they had Castlevania. They had like a lot of classic
yeah.
art IPs, and I just wish they would do something.
That's the
with
thing
it.
is like
Giving up on all of them.
companies Rare was another one. You know, it's like companies just.
Well, Rare got bought out by Microsoft. They decided to make them do Kinect games,
I mean,
but now they're not doing that. So
It happens though. That sounds like companies. You know, the companies of our childhood. It's like eventually they kind of
Capcom's like that too.
fizzle out. Yeah.
They barely put out anything now.
They just got Resident Evil, right? Or
I
this-
mean, it's a remake.
yeah.
I mean, I would consider
They
that
got
a new game.
Resident Evil remake. I didn't realize that the new Resident Evil like shooter game, that whatever that's called, isn't that Umbrella?
The online shooter that
Yeah.
they did announce that.
I forgot
which-
that's coming out on PS4 too.
Yeah, stupid. No one asked for that kind of a game.
It looks like it'll be fun though.
You know, they made one like that. It was called No,
No, I remember which one you're talking about.
yeah,
it
the
wasn't.
multiplayer.
It wasn't a
shooter.
It wasn't a competitive shooter. Oh
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's right. I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. This one just looks like it'd
Raccoon
be.
something?
Yeah, raccoons. It was Raccoon.
Operation Raccoon.
Operation
No?
Raccoon. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, Operation Raccoon City. Something like that, I believe.
Something. Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that. This one looks like it'll be. It's just like a quick little arena shooter. I mean, if it's not going to
Sega's the
it's
same
not
way
going to do
also,
well
dude.
at all, but it looks like it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really all I care about. It looks like it'll be a fun game, but
It's not going to be successful, but Maverick will like it.
as long as I have fun with it. I'm like, I don't care how successful it is if I'm having fun.
It doesn't look like a giraffe is getting a blowjob.
No, the giraffe's giving
Or the
blowjob.
giraffe's giving the blowjob.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
no. Is it?
No, it was getting
No,
it.
the giraffe's getting
It's
it.
getting it because it
It's wearing
has...
some crazy shoes. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
As an aspiring zoologist, I can vouch for this. Go on.
As long as they don't have that in their logo,
With their crazy
it'll be better than the last
2
Resident
foot
Evil
long
game.
blue tongue. They give the best blowjobs.
As an aspiring zoologist, I can vouch for that. Winky face.
Oh. Why do you think they go to the zoo so early in the morning?
As an aspiring zoologist, I don't go to the zoo early. Unless it's a weekend.
What now?
So yeah, I think we should wrap it up. It's been a while.
It's been like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
45 inches.
It's been 45 inches of podcast.
From the ground.
It's long enough.
There's no such
We
thing.
tangents a lot.
Yeah, we do. Unless you guys want to talk about anything else, bring anything to the light, say anything.
Maybe arc tangent?
What?
I've got calculus in my head. So you said we
I don't
go
know
on
anything about
tangents.
math.
That we should probably find the derivative so we can find the slope of it.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
We're
You know
gonna.
what I know what he's talking about.
But I know
hated that
what it is, but I don't
This
want
is
to
called the Differential Equations Podcast.
Oh, God, no. We're not doing math here. Anyways.
It's not math. It's math. There you go on.
So that ends our podcast, right? You guys, unless you guys want to say anything? Not
Don't do drugs.
related to video games.
Don't do video game related drugs.
All right, we're done.
No!
What?
On
What do you
October 5th, you can get, well,
October.
It already happened.
I know! On October 5th, the Bioshock Pops came out. So,
Oh.
I thought that was cool.
I was
'cause
like-
like
That's cool.
Bioshock.
I was like, what's
I
the date
bought
today?
a Big Daddy and a Songbird Pop figure, and you all should go buy them because they're really cool.
Also,
And
in
they're
a few
actually
weeks, Meagan's going to
Crazy
BlizzCon.
expensive. Yeah, November
So.
6th. That weekend, I'll
2
be at
years,
BlizzCon. And that'll be
And then
exciting.
PlayStation Experience.
Wait,
gonna
what are
be
the
dope.
dates for that again?
We're going to be there the 5th through the 7th.
Yeah.
Wait, we're
that-
going 2 days?
No, it's not. I hope we're going to be there on the 4th. We're going there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and leaving Monday.
Yeah, we're leaving on
Oh,
Monday.
that's right. Well, it's the 5th through the 7th. Is like the 5th through the 6th, I guess, is the experience. Is it 3 days or 2 days?
The experience is only 2 days.
2 days.
Saturday and
I
Sunday.
really want to make a Horizon cosplay, and I don't know. It's
Perfect. I have animal handling training on the
Holy
3rd,
shit.
so perfect.
Make your dreams come true.
That's
Nothing
what I
is
want.
impossible.
I was talking to one of the PlayStation peeps about it. Like, oh my god, you totally should. And then I was looking at everything I have to do right now, and I'm like, I don't know if that's possible.
Do it.
That was our entire experience in fucking E3.
83, yeah.
Bye,
Yes, you
everybody.
can!
Make your dreams come true. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed our podcast. That's going to be it for us. This is the GXP podcast.
I'm tired.
We're signing off. Bye.
All that.
Nothing is impossible!